Today, a Western Minnesota prison announced its plans to reopen and start housing immigrant detainees as soon as this fall. CoreCivic owns the 1,600-bed Prairie Correctional Facility in Appleton that closed in 2010, but announced a new contract with Immigration and Customs Enforcement for the next 5 years. Jennifer Hoff has been covering this since ICE first considered this idea a year ago and has reaction from people who live there.
Appleton is a small town, leaving a big mark on Sean Swenson, who's lived here most his life.
I have.
Even owns several businesses, including this bar. Hopeful news, the local prison reopening is a sign business will boom once again.
I was like, great. You know, it's something new. When you bring people to town, you bring money.
The prison closed 16 years ago, but last year, Immigration and Customs Enforcement considered reopening it as a detention center, sparking some protests then.
City officials should take a few steps back.
And rallies now, as prison owner CoreCivic confirms it's contracting with the federal agency for the next 5 years and expects to start housing detainees by October.
Sadness.
Upsetting resident Teresa Quinn.
Well, I want to make sure that everyone is safe, and that includes the people who are being detained, the employees at the center, all of the people who live here in Appleton. I don't want this to hurt our community.
Quinn is concerned about inadequate medical care and unsanitary conditions, calling the Trump administration's deportation plan a cruel attack.
I think that it might bring in a lot of money, but I also know it's going to probably bring a lot of burden.
CoreCivic expects the facility to generate $75 million every year, operating despite state lawmakers banning private prisons 3 years ago. But there's no federal law against that.
Yeah, the businesses did a lot better.
Some people hopeful now. It means Appleton is here to stay.
Let's hope everything works.
CoreCivic says it expects a complete ramp up of services here already by this coming spring, while protesters say they plan to continue rallying here every week. In Appleton, Jennifer Hoff, KARE 11 News.
We reached out to ICE for a comment on the contract, but we have never heard back.